In this video, we're going to solve the equation floor of x over 4 plus the floor of x over 2 equals 27 for x being an integer. So if x is an integer, we have two cases. Case 1 is x is even. It makes x equal 2 times n, where n is an integer. Plugging that in, 2n over 4 can be simplified as n over 2. The floor of 2n over 2 is the floor of n, but it's an integer, so it's plus n equals 27. So we're going to let k equal the floor of n over 2. This will make n be 27 minus k. That's good. K equals the floor of n over 2 means that n over 2 is less than or equal to k, is less than k plus 1, multiplied by 2 on both sides. And the signs stay the same because 2 is positive, so this will be 2k greater than or equal to n, less than 2k plus 2. Okay, so now we can plug in n equals 27 minus k into this equation. Inequality, I meant. 27 minus k, so 27 minus k is less than 2k plus 2, less than or equal to 2k. So now let's look at the left-hand side inequality. So that would be 2k is less than or equal to 27 minus k. Add k on both sides, so that would be 3k is less than or equal to 27. So k is less than or equal to 9. So now let's look at the right inequality. So now we have 27 minus k is less than 2k plus 2. That makes 27 minus 2 is 25, is less than 3k. 3k is bigger than 25 over 3. So if I divide by 3, k is greater than 25 over 3. And this is slightly bigger than 8, so this is bigger than or equal to 9. So we have that k is bigger than or equal to 9 and k is less than or equal to 9. Those two things make that k equals 9. So now that's good. So that means n is 27 minus 9, which is 18. Okay. X is 2 times 18, because that's what n is, so that'd be 36. So that is the first x value we have. So case 2, x is odd, so x will be 2 times k, let's just say 2 times n again, plus 1, where n is an integer. So that is the second case. So we have 2n plus 1 over 4, plus the floor of 2n plus 1 over 2, just plugging into the original equation, equals 27. 2n plus 1 over 2 can be simplified as n plus 1 half. And n is an integer. That makes n plus 1 not an integer, but the floor of that will just get rid of the 1 half term, so you're just left with this. And now we're going to basically do the same thing. So we're going to let k be the floor of 2n plus 1 over 4. That makes n be 27 minus k. Okay, that's good. So this k equals floor value means that 2n plus 1 over 4 is less than or equal to k, is less than k plus 1. Okay, good. Now we can multiply by 4 on both sides, leaving us with 4 times k, less than or equal to, the 4 will cancel, 2n plus 1 is less than 4k plus 4. So now we're going to do the left-hand side inequality, so that'll be 2. Instead of doing this first, we're going to plug in n equals 27 minus k into here. Okay, so now we have 4k less than or equal to 54 minus 2k plus 1 is less than 4k plus 4. 54 plus 1 is 55. So now what we can do is just look at the left-hand side inequality and then the right-hand side. So the left-hand side will give us 6k is less than or equal to 55. So k is less than or equal to 55 over 6. Okay. So the right-hand side inequality. 55 minus 4 is 51, less than 6k. That means that k is greater than 51 over 6. So we have that k is between 55 over 6, less than or equal to, but k is an integer, so it will never equal 55 over 6, and less than 51 over 6. in the middle of these two, we have k equals 54 over 6, which is 9. So k equals 9 is the correct value for k. So now we have that n is 27 minus 9. That would be 18. And x will be 2 times 18 plus 1 is 37. So that is the second value, and this is the first value. So x can be 36 or 37 when they're integers, and that's the end of the video.